Alright peeps, TJ here. Extraction shooters. Some of the most addicting games you will ever play. Some are built for noobs, some are built for hardcore nutcases, and some are built just to steal your wallet. Today we're going to talk about the extraction shooters that are going to be available to play in 2025 and which one you should look at. This is the extraction shooters.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
We're talking Arena Breakout Infinite, Tarkov, Incursion Red River, Delta Force, Hunt Showdown, Active Matter, Arc Raiders, and Grey Zone Warfare. I'll cover the price, complexity, mechanics, weapons, gameplay loop, time sync, and if they're actually worth playing, and more importantly, who they're for. No bullshit, no hype, just the truth. Which extraction shooter will you suffer? Alright, let's start with Arena Breakout Infinite. The baby's first extraction shooter. Price free, literally free to play on the PC. The only thing cheaper is downloading Warzone and hating yourself. But of course, there's cosmetics, gear packs. Because it's 2025, no game survives without a battle pass. The complexity of it, well, it's Tarkov for dads, basically then zero. This is Tarkov on training wheels. You've got full tutorials, you've got a starter map, tooltips, and quick kits. So you don't spend an hour trying to remember which pocket your cheese bandage is in. Mechanics, simple enough. Loot, heal, reload, extract. The same formula you know, but streamlined. Eat food, check mags, slap meds, keep moving. Easy to learn. Still sweaty though when the bullets start flying. Weapons, loads of them, loads of attachments, fast, responsive gunplay. It feels a bit more like COD than Tarkov, but in a good way. Attachments exist, but you're not going to need that full PhD in ballistics to build an AK. The loop, do tasks, unlock more maps, level up, buy kits, repeat. Think of it as an extraction shooter light, trademark, but without losing that core adrenaline feeling. Time commitment, 20 to 30 minutes a raid. Perfect if you want a quick fix instead of the full-time job. Is it good? Yeah, to be fair, it's shockingly polished, still alive and actually fun. Who's it for? Beginners, casuals, or anyone who wants the Tarkov experience without Tarkov level suffering. Next we have Escape from Tarkov. The undisputed king, the godfather, the reason extraction shooters even exist. Price, basic package around 50 quid. Then extra money if you want PvE or the arena mode. Tarkov is basically a subscription to pain. Complexity, absolutely insane. There's no tutorials, there's no maps, there's no mercy. The game dumps you naked into a forest with a Makarov and says, figure it out, nerd. The mechanics, everything matters. Ammo types, hydration, blood pressure, limb damage, flea market, stock market. It's Dark Souls of inventory management. Weapons, it's got the most in-depth gun customization in any game I know. Your gun looks like it came from Frankenstein's fan club. Ammo types alone can make or break fights. The loop, well, you've got tasks, you've got your hideout upgrades, you've got gear runs, you've got a player-driven economy, you've got survive, stash, grind, repeat. Death wipes half your inventory and half your sanity. And then there's the natural in-game wipes and events. Time commitment, this game is almost like a marriage. Don't bother if you don't have a couple of hours to sink every single day. Tarkov is a part-time job that pays in stress and occasional dopamine. Is it good? Yeah, this is still the definitive extraction shooter. Nothing else even comes close in terms of depth or content. Who's it for? Your hardcore masochists, spreadsheet enjoyers, and people who think losing their M4 at 3 AM builds character. Incursion Red River's up next. This is Tarkov's introverted cousin. Price, it's about 20 quid on Steam Early Access. Complexity, low to mid. This is a PvE only, no sweaty chads, no surprise snipes and 3 miles away. Just you, your squad, and an AI that sometimes forgets how to walk through doors. Mechanics, tactical PvE, there's no insurance, no secure containers. If you die, everything's gone. Progression comes from grinding the faction reputation to unlock your gear, but missions are shallow and repetitive. Weapons, well, the guns feel meaty, customization is solid, there's realistic recoil, and it's less arcadey than Arena Breakout, but it's still not that spreadsheet hell of Tarkov. The loop, accept mission, raid, loot, extract, buy new gear. Rinse and repeat until the AI bores you. Time commitment, about 45 minutes per raid. It's slower paced than most, but it's still not as taxing as Tarkov. Is it good? I think it's the best pure PvE extraction right now. There's shallow progression though, which means you'll burn out faster if you want that depth. Who's it for? People who love tactical realism but hate PvP. Co-op squads that just want to vibe without the 12-year-old screaming in prox chat. Then we've got Delta Force Operations Mode, which is basically Call of Duty trying to cosplay as Tarkov. Price, free to play baby. PC and mobile. Yes, mobile, but don't panic yet. Complexity, I'd say it's mid. You've got two modes. You've got the campaign story mode, and then you've got the operations mode. Their take on the PvPvE extraction. But you can feel that mobile DNA in this game. It's not as bad as it sounds. Mechanics, traditional military shooter stuff. The operations mode has squads dropping in, looting, extracting. Less brutal than Tarkov, less shallow than Arena Breakout. Weapons, modern arsenals, clean recoil. Not as much depth in customization as Tarkov, but much more than Arena Breakout. But it's very simple and easy to handle. The loot, complete the ops, loot, upgrade. It's the middle lane extraction shooter. Time commitment, 30 to 40 minutes per session. It doesn't demand the Tarkov hours. Is it good? It's too early to say. It started off really promising. If they can balance out that crazy mobile monetization they've got at the moment and focus a bit more on the contact, they've got a winner here. There's also a rampant cheating problem, which they need to sort out. Who's it for? I'd say this is your mid-core military shooter fan. People that want extractions but don't want the spreadsheet or horror vibes. Hunt Showdown. Alright, let's get brutal. Hunt Showdown. It's 30 quid, but quite often on sale on Steam, and there's loads of DLC packs. Complexity, this is mid to high. It's easy to understand the basics, but mastering the sound cues in the game and stealth is an absolute nightmare. Mechanics, it's a PvPvE bounty hunt. You kill monsters, you banish them, and then you fight players who want to steal your hard work. If your hunter dies, they die permanently. Weapons, 1800s arsenal, so lever rifles, revolvers, shotguns. Every shot matters because ammo is limited and the guns hit like trucks. Loot, track your bounty, kill it, banish it, extract. If you die, your hunter is gone. Survive long enough, retire them for XP. Time commitment, 30 to 60 minutes a match. Every step though feels like you're defusing a bomb. Is it good? It's fucking brutal, unforgiving, and one of the most atmospheric PvP games ever made. Who's it for? This is your sweaty PvP players who get aroused by permadeath systems and horror westerns. Active matter, so this is one of the big wild cards, and this is one of the games that are coming up very, very soon. Price, you've got closed version pre-orders at about 30 quid. The full release is TBD. Complexity, high. This is Multiverse Anomalies meets Tarkov. Expect losing brain cells learning it. Mechanics, PvPvE, active matter anomalies warp physics, mid-raid, loot spawns across timelines, and players literally vote on whether the universe wipes. Hideout building, syndicate warfare, and crafting systems are all in the mix. Weapons, you've got a modern arsenal, straightforward attachments. The beta that we played was stripped down, so there may be more to come, but there's muzzles, scopes, and suppressors. Loot, raid, collect active matter, craft, upgrade, syndicate conflict, player-driven wipes. Time commitment, not as much as Tarkov, definitely more than Arena Breakout. We're talking weeks but not hours. Is it good? This could be a genre-defining game. There's not many extraction horrors out there at the moment. Who's it for? People that like Tarkov but don't have the time. Someone looking for something new in the extraction shooter genre. SCP Anomaly fans. If you want a game that's a bit more complex than Arena Breakout but not as complex as Tarkov, this is probably the one for you. Arc Raiders. Price, around £30. Complexity, I'd say this is mid, but this is going to be a third-person PvPvE, where giant robots stomp you while raiders try to snipe you and you try to survive. Mechanics, you raid the surface, fight the threats, dodge other players, and extract back underground. Proximity voice means you can betray strangers face to face, which is always funny, and you can also revive enemy players, so why not? Weapons, not as much as the other games. It's a sci-fi universe. Third-person tactics make it feel a little bit like Division and Destiny had a baby. Loot is raid, loot, fight, extract, upgrade your base. Social chaos is baked in with voice chat and alliances. Time commitment, around 30 minutes a raid. Looks accessible but could have depth for grinders. Is it good? Played it quite a few times during the betas. Hype for this game is massive. Could be brilliant, but there's still a lot more to do from what I've seen. Who's it for? Squad players, third-person shooter fans, and anyone chasing the next big hype train. And then finally we've got Grey Zone Warfare, the open world extraction shooter that thought, what if Tarkov, but then decided to be in a 60 square kilometre jungle. Price, I think it's about £35 on Steam early access. There's no microtransactions. Complexity, mid to high. The systems themselves aren't, but the scale of the game makes it more impressive. You've got massive maps, no vehicles, vendor, factions, quests. There's a lot to chew on here. The mechanics, it's a PvPvE in a persistent open world. You've got quests, loot extractions, the usual, but you spread it across an environment the size of Luxembourg. Missions repeat a lot, and you'll find a lot of time running about more than fighting, but it's there. It's got the bones of an extraction shooter, but also survival and open world. Weapons, solid gunplay, real ballistics. Customization feels closer to Arena Breakout, but probably even more simpler than that. Guns feel good, but they're wasted when your only opponent is Heatstroke and Jungle Foliage. The loop is drop in, sprint for 20 minutes, maybe find an enemy or get sniped by an AI. Extract, repeat. Missions give you rep for vendors, unlock gear, but progression is shallow and grindy. Time commitment, not as much as Tarkov, but still bigger than the rest. One raid though can last anywhere between 60 and 90 minutes because of the map scale and that you don't have to extract in the normal way. It demands MMO level time, but it gives you the same mission over and over again. Is it good? It's getting there. There's a load of stuff to come with this while it's in early access. There's stuff around the lore and more development around the guns, etc. But it's good gameplay. It's got tactical gunfights in a living open world. The player counts are up and down, but that's to be expected with it being early access. The missions do repeat, traversal can be exhausting, and it does need a lot of improvement. Who's this for? This is more for your hardcore milsim fans who want a slower, more immersive experience, or anyone who thinks Tarkov isn't punishing enough, because at least Tarkov has other players in it. So here's the breakdown. Arena Breakout if you want training wheels, Tarkov if you want depression with guns, Incursion if you hate PvP, Delta Force if you like your extraction shooters with COD flavours, Hunt if you enjoy permadeath and bird traps, Active Matter if you're into anomalies and gambling, Arc Raiders if you're chasing the hype baby, and then Grey Zone Warfare if you really love running around a beautiful jungle. No matter which one you pick, you're going to suffer. It just depends on how much pain you're into. So, let me know your thoughts. Drop your extraction shooter of choice into the comments. Hit that sub if you want. Give us a follow, give us a like. Just give us an extra watch of a video, please. That really helps the algo. If you want more brutal honesty, then come and join us at the Extraction Syndicate. If you're brave enough, I'll see you in the next raid. Cheers, peeps. Bye.